Hello everybody, I'm Andrew Cannon, and today I'm very excited because my good friend Foss from Heroin Skateboards hit me up last week and said, hey mate, he said, hey mate, listen, I saw your post about NHS and I just wanted to reach out. I've got a warehouse full of these new boards and I wanted to see if you wanted to skate them and do a review and kind of be the first person to put it out there. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Yes, Foss, that's the coolest thing ever. So he sent me 3 different boards and he sent some very specific instructions. He said, Andrew, mutate or die. Because this is the Mutant series. Before I get into this first board, my question for you guys at home, if you want me to review the other 2 Heroin boards first, I'm down. Otherwise, I'm gonna swap out, try another board, probably go back to it. My goal is to get at least 2 of these out per week. So let me know in the comments below, do you want me to hit the other Heroin boards or do you want me to do something else? Let me know what you want me to review. But without further ado, for the first time in public, it's like a wedding, we've got the Heroin Skateboards Mutant Razor Egg. So this board is 9.5 inches wide. It's 32 inches long. It's got a 14.125 inch wheelbase. And then from my measuring, I got 7-inch nose, 7-inch tail. Now, when I asked Foss to kind of confirm the dimensions, he said that he had spec'd it out where the nose and the tail were just a little bit under 7, but he said, hey, with production, sometimes it's, you know, more like a 7 or whatever. So that's what the stats are. This board also has what's called the razor edge construction. Basically, you've got it nice and sharp up top right here, and then on the nose and the tail, you've got normal rounded sanded edges, which is great because that way, when your board hits your shin for a 3 flip or a shove it or for whatever, you're not gonna blast it open. Now, the one thing that is so incredibly cool about this, we've got to talk. This board has money bumps on it, okay? So money bumps are a super classic thing that, you know, they put on a skateboard in the 80s, and it's just something that you just don't really do. And it's kind of purely aesthetic. And somebody might be like, no, it was good because it put your foot there for frontside air or whatever. I don't know, man, I was born in 1985. Here's what I do know. It looks cool as shit, all right? I am so stoked to be able to look down at this Mutant Razor Egg and be like, dude, look at this thing. It's absolutely out of control. Now, before we get into the trucks, wheels, bearings, I do wanna say, I did take this board and I used my little angle measuring thing. I don't know what it's called. I'll cue the footage right now, but this board is a symmetrical concave. So the nose and the tail, tail, whatever you want to call them, I measured 21.5 degrees and 21.4, which is totally normal with a skateboard. It's made of wood, you know, it's held together by, you know, different types of glue, and there's always some settling. So I'm gonna say twin, concave, symmetrical, 21.5 degrees is probably what it's supposed to be. On the actual rest of the setup, I've got Indy 166s. These are stage 4s. I absolutely love these trucks. Honestly, they have always squeaked for me a bit. Somebody told me at one point, like, dude, just put a little olive oil in there. So I put a little olive oil in this morning and they're much less squeaky. So I'm not saying do that at home. I don't know what it's gonna do, but I mean, they're not as squeaky and that's cool. 166s are basically for around 9-inch boards. So I figured they would fit really nicely. I've got OJ Chubby's wheels. I kept these wheels on because here at Pecos Park, the concrete's a little old, so it's a little bit slick and I wanna do some tail slides and stuff like that. These are 101A 56 millimeter, the Chubby shape, which is like really wide and fun. I love this shape. I love this formula. They're amazing. Bronson G3s, and then I've got Mob grip. Now I didn't grip it like a twin, but I just thought I wanted to have fun with the grip tape on this. You get a regular sheet of Mob. It's difficult. You can't actually lay it down and just pop it on there. You have to do some work to make it work. And I had a lot of fun with, this is all one sheet, but I had a really good time setting it up. And without further ado, we're at Pecos Park in Ahwatukee. Let's do some skateboarding. Woo-hoo-hoo! Frontside 50s are always wild for me. Listening to Scumdog to the Universe, Guar, the Salamanizer. That's That's the first band that Foss and I nerded out over. All right, we're locked in on that one, so that's good. Oh, dude, this thing feels so cool. Always. Blood fakey, always a little weird on the first one, just have to like throw it out there like that. Very close, but too much adjustment. Woo, backboneless. Oh, frontside ollie felt sweet. Oh, that was so bad. That was a little better. Those tricks are usually so scary for me. Because this board is as wide as it is, but that wheelbase is shorter, kind of gives you a lot more feeling of control. At least it gives it to me. So I've always said like a wider board with a short wheelbase gives you more meat under your feet and it's more controllable, especially if you're like me. I'm 5'9", 202 pounds. So this feels awesome under my feet. I'm excited. I want to just do a couple airs over the hip because that's like one of my favorite things to do here at Pecos. And then do some flat ground, skate the ledge, manual pad. And then we're just gonna keep having fun. We'll see how that first kickflip feels. It's always a test. Oh, it worked! Hey, not bad. Let's try a 3-flip. I gotta time my trucks a little. Okay, it definitely kick flips. All right, now that I cranked the trucks a little, let's try a 3-flip again. There we go, more scoop. See where a nollie goes. Sick. How about a heel flip? Dude, my foot is so, it's almost all the way on the board. Oh. All right, heel flip works. Gotta go fakie. Fakie flip. Fakie heel. Now all the nollie and switch stuff, baby. Start with a nollie flip. See how it feels. Oh, those are always tough for me. My back leg's the one I had the 3 knee surgeries on, so it takes a minute to kind of get it warmed up and moving. But I mean, for a 9.5 inch wide board, it flipped around, you know? Oh. All right, nollie flip. Dang, dude. Now switch. Switch flip. Switch heel. This thing is so sick. A genuine treat. So the money bumps don't necessarily do anything, but they get you psyched. Like I look down and I'm just like, this looks so cool. The thing with all the shape boards is, I love how a shape board looks. You look down, it's kind of like exciting and inspiring. And this has that without having like, for lack of a better term, like dumb functionality that doesn't actually make sense. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! God, that's fun. Wasn't balanced, but it felt cool. Woo! Oh! Ah! I love it. Oh! Yeah! Oh! Sweat in my eye. I lost my spot. Oh, I love front crooks. Oh, there's no wax on the top of this thing. Gotta change that. Yeah, that thing is grippy. Gotta be so careful though, because the wax melts really fast. So it's probably about 80 right now. We'll be okay, but that wax will melt in 10 minutes, easy. There we go. Much better. Oh. Two on top. The real question comes, can we flip this mutant on here? Oh. I think it's possible, but it's pretty big. I gotta do this front crook because I got other tricks I want to do going that way. Yes! We're doing it! Nollie heel nose! I always say we, which may sound funny, but it's like, it's a team effort here. That's why we are doing it. Admittedly, I haven't been turning the board around a ton, just because I really like the grip tape job and it just feels great right now. Oh, we're in. Yeah, switchback tail. Ah! I'm mutated. My wife's gonna kill me. Oh, I haven't done a switchback Smith in forever. Switched up my music completely. I've been listening to Guar this whole time, but just switched it up to a little Poppy because she's super fun. I don't know. She wasn't great, but it worked. Nollie heel nose on the twin Mutant Razor Egg. It works. That's a sign. We're gonna stick with the one totally non-Brian Wenning switchback Smith. A little manual action. Oh, that's nice. Whoa! I haven't done a switch manual since that Chris Height board that had the 5.5-inch nose, so this is very different right here. Close. Try nollie nose, Manny. I love this concave. It feels a little flatter than what I'm used to riding from all the Santa Cruz boards, but I dig it. It feels like really comfortable with your feet, especially with these shoes, which I haven't even commented on the canvas half cabs. For everybody who watched the vegan shoe review, dude, these things are still holding up. This duck canvas is crazy. So maybe I've been wrong about canvas all along, and the duck canvas is worth it. I gotta get used to that body weight shift again. Ugh. I've been skating for, I don't know, an hour and a half, almost 2 hours now. I'm getting pretty tired, so I'm gonna end it here sooner than later, but try to get a few more Manny tricks in because it feels good. Oh, we almost had the foot shift. Yeah, kickflip Manny. So, hold on here, hold on. This board, although quite wide, totally flips around. And I know there's been plenty of comments in my messages and in the videos talking about these calves right here. Yeah, they're thick, they're muscular, but don't let that fool you. You can have bird legs and still flip this thing around. It's got that good wheelbase that helps. It just feels really comfortable. Normally I end it on a kickflip. Today, I'm going special because I'm mutated and I've changed. So I'm gonna try something saucy. Flatground airwalk. That's gonna do it for the Heroin Mutant Razor Egg. This board is the very definition of fun. 9.5 wide, 32 long, 14.125 wheelbase, and then twin nose and tail at 7 inches or right around it. It's got that razor edge construction, so it's pointy over here and normal on the nose and tail, nice and sanded and rounded. It just felt awesome. This whole setup, I would highly recommend. The Indy 166 Stage 4s, OJ 56 101s, Bronson G3s, Ma Black grip tape. Have some fun with it. Thank you so much, Foss, for trusting me to do this review. I had such a good time. If you are looking for something to freak up your skating and have fun, this is it. I'm telling you, the money bumps are just so much fun to look at. If you guys have any other boards you want me to review, drop them in the comments below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one.